So, you need a YouTube channel for your business. Do you need it? Well, I believe so, because how do you promote your business and get it in front of people as efficiently as you can with YouTube? And to do YouTube, you have to record video, but you're scared. You're scared of sitting down in front of the camera to record your YouTube content. And now it's slowing you down. That's the one thing holding you back. You're ready to go. You got everything in place. However, you cannot hit record. Well, today I am going to talk about 13 things that you can do to help develop your camera confidence so you can get these YouTube videos up and published and start growing your business. And number 11 and 13 are probably the most important. I probably could have put them at the beginning, but you're going to have to stick around to see what they are. Let's get into it. Welcome back. If you are new to my channel, my name is Michelle, and on this channel, I show social workers how to start a business so they can go from being overworked and underpaid to owning their entire 24 hours. And one thing that I notice when I'm working with some of my social workers that are starting their business, they are reluctant to do the YouTube video. They have all the content ready to go. They're going to test the content. They know that's the process. However, hitting record is one of the hardest things that they find to do. They just can't do it. And so, really, what this is about is camera confidence. Because I'm not going to lie to you, it feels weird sitting in front of an inanimate object, just talking to it like it's a person. But it is something that you can develop as far as a skill set. You can hone it, you can get better over time. And these 13 things I'm going to talk about can get you there. So let's take a look at number 1. Now, some of you may not like this one, but the first thing about camera confidence is taking ownership of the fact that you are going to put your business out there. I know a lot of people talk about you're putting yourself out there. You're not putting yourself out there. Yes, you're about to be in front of the camera. Yes, that is true. But you are putting your business out there. And once you can separate that in your mind and realize that people are waiting for your solution, and you take ownership of the fact that you're putting your business out there, it'll become a lot easier to sit down in front of that camera. It also rests in taking ownership and knowing that everybody's not going to like you. Everybody doesn't even like themselves. So they're definitely not going to like you. Some people are going to show up just to be mean and say mean things under your video. Don't let this stop you from chasing your dreams. Take ownership of the fact that you are responsible for your dreams. And as soon as you do this, you'll be able to sit down in front of that camera and hit record, because you know that this is just something that is par for the course. Judgment. It is par for the course. And you just have to take ownership of that. Listen, I'm not the prettiest person. I'm average. I'm not the fittest person, right? But I show up anyway. Because guess what? The kid don't care. The kid don't care. I'm out here to help people. And if people are concerned with what I look like and that's stopping them from engaging in the content, then they have other issues that they have to deal with before taking anything or engaging in anything I'm putting up here. That's a personal issue. So take ownership for the fact that you are putting your business out there, that you are unique, that because of your uniqueness, there are going to be people who judge you, troll you, talk about you, and all the things. Take ownership that that is a fact and put it aside. Because listen, those people who are saying that are not in the arena with you fighting. So they on the sidelines watching, and you can't take no advice from somebody on the sidelines. The next thing to know that will help you with your camera confidence is that the people who are for you will love you exactly the way you are. Listen, this goes without saying. This is pretty self-explanatory. Think about the content creators that you like and love and show up for to watch whenever they put content out. Are you really judging them? No, typically this is just something in our own head. We're judging ourselves, so we think people are judging us. And again, I go back to the fact that if people are judging you, they have personal issues. You're showing up on this platform, people don't know you. And the people who do know you, if they're judging you, they're just mad because you're doing something that they don't have the confidence to do. So the people who are for you will love you exactly the way that you are. And once you realize that, it will make it a hell of a lot easier to show up on camera. Number 3, this is an excellent thing to do to help you with your public speaking and presentation skills. Join a Toastmasters group. I was part of a Toastmasters group for about 2 years. I always loved public speaking. It always came easily to me. However, the kids still needed some things to work on. I used to say a lot. And the thing is, you won't even know you're doing it because sometimes it's second nature until you get in front of people who are doing the same thing and can critique you on it. A Toastmasters group is great for that. Honing your presentation skills, it will definitely help you with your camera confidence. The next thing is join a community for support. I don't know where I would be on this entrepreneurial journey if I was not part of a community. I have to be. I need the support. I need people to bounce things off of, right? And so you can join a Facebook group. You can join a mastermind. You can join the social work mogul community. That's why I created it. Whichever community you join, whatever community you find, join the community and tap in. Don't just join the community and let it collect dust and deduct, if it costs you money, deduct money out of your account and you're not tapping in. Now, Facebook groups are free. Sometimes it can get a little weird in the Facebook group with the things you can and cannot do, but it is an option for support, especially if you're joining a Facebook group full of entrepreneurs who can support you on your journey. So you need to join a support group or community. You need to, of other like-minded people who are doing the same thing that you're doing. This will definitely help you with your camera confidence because you can post your videos in there, they can critique them, and those critiques definitely help you. The next thing, this is super important. I would never show up for a video without doing this, and that's using a script or an outline. Now, some people prefer scripts, some people prefer outlines. I used to do my YouTube videos with a script, a fully written script. Yeah, that was a real pain in the ass, and I don't like pain in the ass stuff. So an outline was better for me. I just needed the bullet points, and then I could talk about the things and just let it flow naturally. I'm more of a natural flow kind of person. Reading from a script didn't really work for me, but it does work for some people. So you're going to have to test it out and see which one works for you better. Now, when I am recording content for my digital courses, I record from a teleprompter. It just is a different process and it works better for that process. And I read directly from a script. But for these videos, an outline will do for me. I bullet point it and then I hit what I need to do in the bullet point. This will definitely help with your camera confidence because it helps you stay on track. When you try to show up on camera without some type of outline, some type of guide to guide you through the video, you start to get lost in the video and you go off on tangents and you ramble and nobody wants to hear that. And it makes you feel not confident. So showing up with a script or an outline will definitely help you. Another thing that will help you is hitting the record button, but not talking. So what do I mean? When I start to record a video, this video, every video that you've seen on my channel, I don't hit record and then go right into my video. I hit record and I let the space breathe for a minute. I let myself breathe for a minute. I might fix my lipstick. I might pick my hair, do whatever, take a sip of water. I might, just sit there and let myself get acclimated to the fact that I'm about to speak to the camera. I just let the space breathe. I look at my notes. I look at my outline. I look at myself in the camera, all of these things just to kind of get my grounding, get myself together and get ready to deliver the content. And so that is a great way, hitting the record button and then not talking right away. Just give yourself some space to ease into the video. It definitely helps with your confidence. Number 7, speak to the camera like you are speaking to a friend. This is important. It comes across much more personable, right? You don't want to speak to the camera like you're a dictator. Just speak to the camera like you're speaking to a friend. Speak naturally. This is not going to happen right away. I don't know what it is when you hit record, you just turn into a different person. You're going to feel it. The first time you hit record, you're going to talk and you're going to be like, who is that person? I don't really talk like that. It's just acclimating to the camera. This will happen for a while. Over time, you will start to get more comfortable and you will show up in a more natural state of yourself. But it takes time, right? It takes time to speak to the camera like you are speaking to a friend. But if you practice this early on, it'll make you get it that much faster and it will definitely boost your camera confidence. The next thing that you want to do is pump up the energy, my friend. Number 8, you want to bring the energy. So, how you would naturally talk in person, you have to pump that energy up because it comes across different on camera. I have created videos where I thought I was pumped up and I watched those videos back and I was like, that's just a sad state of affairs. You don't sound interested. So, pump up your energy, amp up your energy about multiply it by maybe 4 or 5, so that way you come across entertaining and engaging in your video. Don't just sit there and talk like this unless your audience likes that. Maybe that's just part of your charm, but pump up the energy. It definitely helps with your camera confidence. Now we're at number 9, which is, this is a great one. Start with short form content. It is a lower learning curve, it's short, it's easy, and you can start to develop your camera confidence by doing this. You can start to develop your content by doing this, right? Short form content is a great entryway to more long form content that you see here on YouTube. So start with your short form content. Make YouTube shorts, make Instagram reels, make TikTok videos. It's a great way to get started before you dig into your long form content, and it can create an audience for you. So there's a double benefit to this because it can create an audience for you that once you start producing your long form content, you already have an engaged audience that can watch those videos. And for YouTube purposes, that just drives up the algorithm, that velocity, that early engagement. When you post a video, you will have a built-in audience and you will start to find your audience by producing short form content. So this is a great way to build your camera confidence. Number 10, remind yourself that everyone started from the bottom. You know, like Drake started from the bottom. Now I'm here. I can't believe I even did that. Disregard that. You see some of my quirky weirdness. This is things I do in private, but everybody started at the bottom. I'm going to link to a case study. This is a case study, I guess you could say. Pat Flynn. Pat Flynn is a YouTuber. He's a content creator. He's a digital course creator. He's done all the things. He is considered a guru in the industry. Pat Flynn has probably been on YouTube for probably about 15 years, I think. Somewhere around 15, 16 years, give or take. And I went back when I first got started. I went back and looked at his first video because I had been watching Pat Flynn to learn certain things. He's how I started my podcast. That's who I learned it from. Man, his first video was trash. His videos now are beautiful. They're polished. They're great. They're YouTube fabulous. But baby, the first one, oh, it was trash. I went back. I was like, oh, this is trash. I'm good to go. Also, another person, case study, April Franks. She is a content creator, a business consultant, a business coach. And I remember, when I found April, she had easily been doing business probably about 8 or 9 years by that point. So things were pretty damn polished. But baby, of course, the kid had to go back and look because I'm just nosy like that. I like to go back and see where people started, and people are going to do that to you. I went back and looked at her first video, baby. She was sitting in this kitchen. Looked like my kitchen. It wasn't new. It wasn't new. It definitely looked like it was a struggle bus kitchen. And You know, where April is now in her business journey is vastly different than that. But I went back and looked at that video and I was like, baby, this is bad. The production quality, not the content. So both in Pat Flynn and April's video, the content was solid, but the production quality, it left a lot to be desired. So remind yourself that everybody started at the bottom. Everybody started at the bottom, and that will help you with your YouTube camera confidence. I'm telling you, it will. It definitely worked for me. I was definitely like, oh, if this is where they started, baby, I'm good to go. So you got to have the same thing. This one, I told you, number 11 is super important. So stand on business. Now, I know this is a popular term right now, but the way that I define standing on business in my life, there's a number of ways, but the way I'm going to talk about it right now with your camera confidence is being solid within yourself. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean, listen, like I said, I'm average. I'm average looks, average intelligence. There's nothing super special about me, right? Other than the fact that I go a lot harder than a lot other people, right? They don't chase their dreams the way that I chase my dreams. So that's what I have on my side. But standing on business means I'm solid within myself, baby. Can't nobody tell me nothing about me. Not my looks, not my weaknesses. I take accountability for each and every one of them. And I have them. Everybody has them. That is why we need support. We need freelancers and independent contractors to help us in our business because we are not good at it all. And once you take accountability for that, you don't have to show up as perfect. You can show up as perfectly imperfect because that's what we are. And so I stand on business in that sense. Can't nobody tell me about me. There's not anybody who jump into these comments and got something negative to say, talk about my looks, baby. I don't care. I don't care because you can't tell me nothing about me. I know I don't know everything, but I know enough. I know more than a lot of the people who consume my content. That's why they're here, to learn. So I stand on business in that sense. I am solid within myself. And if you are solid within yourself with how you look, how you show up, your attributes, your weaknesses, all of that, if you are solid within that, can't nobody tell you nothing. Can't nobody touch you, baby. Ain't nobody touch me, baby. And I stand on that. And that is how I stand on business in my personal life. And because I stand on business in that way, oops, I'm losing my mic. Because I stand on business in that way, I'm going to show up on this camera, even when my office is toe up and I'm redoing it, even when I got to pivot and just make the video, whether the video is, I'm going to make sure the production quality is at least good enough that it sound good, that you can see me. But baby, can't nobody tell me nothing about me. So I'm showing up. I'm showing up. And I'm going to stand on business. Number 12, be yourself. Show up, be authentically yourself. No apologies for it, baby. Nothing. Just show up and be yourself, and the people who are for you will love you exactly the way you are. Go back to number 2. Be yourself. It's so much easier to be yourself than trying to be like your favorite YouTuber. Your favorite YouTuber is probably being themselves, and that's why you like it. You are not them, though. So just be you and do what you can do in that moment, at that time. And then when you can do more, but be yourself. And that's definitely one of the easiest ways to show up as confident as you can on camera. Number 13. I also told you 13 was important. Publish YouTube content. Listen, your first video is going to be trash. I'm going to link my first video in the description box below. It's going to be labeled my first video. I promise you, it's straight cold trash. You hear me? Everybody's first video was trash. Everybody started at the bottom. The reason why they're better is because they publish YouTube content. They published it when they were scared. They published it when the production quality was trash. This is how you improve. This is how you get confident. The first time you show up on camera, you are not going to be confident. I was not confident, even though I was confident. I'm a confident person. I was confident that I could hone this skill, but man, I was not super confident in the way that I came across in the video. It took time for me to hone the skill of delivering content, talking to the camera, being myself, relaxing, and being able to do that. It's a process, baby. And in order to do that process, you got to be in the arena fighting. You got to be in there doing it. You got to publish YouTube content. That's going to be one of the main things for your camera confidence. You can go back, you can review it, you can see what you want to improve. The only way you can do that is getting yourself on video, publishing that content, and watching it back, and consistently doing that. And over time, you will improve. I didn't mean to do that. So that's all that I have for you today. Take these 13 steps. Of course, I have the notes for you inside the Patreon on this video if you are a social work mogul. If you are interested in starting your social work business in 2024, I created a guide just for you that walks you through the 10 steps that you need to start your business in 2024. This is a very robust guide, 64 whole pages. Yes, baby, 64 whole pages of information for you to start your business. I've given you some tools, some resources inside of that for you to utilize to help you get started and gain clarity. So go ahead and grab that guidebook. It is the Social Work Entrepreneur's Blueprint, launching your business in 2024. And until next time, this is your girl Michelle saying, stop waiting. The time is now. Start your social work business. Bye for now.